Am I live? I think I'm live, but I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I guess so. This is Tesla News Tonight here, coming to you live from pretty much where I think maybe Stonewall Devries was kidnapped, but hey, and held, right? Uh, but it's 2023, and I'm here with a bunch of different stuff for you. So cheers, and let's get this thing going, all right? Got, like I said, a bunch of different news. Tesla and then some. Tesla and then some. Oh yeah. So it ain't just gonna be Elon's teams. They're gonna have a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna make a bunch of mentions. I have a lot written up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit it all now. And before I even get that thing really going, I want to let everyone know also that I've been really hitting hard my Substack. So check out Tesla News Tonight on Substack because I've been putting out article after article after article on that. So let me just hydrate real quick and let me get to all this interesting news and opinions. So let's go. I also wanted to say that Tesla News Tonight is never investment advice. Tesla News Tonight is never financial advice. Everything I say here is going to be entertainment for all of you. So I really appreciate you joining on and hydrating here with me. And let's get into it. All right. First off, big shout out to Crypto Brown, Dog Elon Mars, and digital asset enthusiast. He knows his stuff. And he is, like I said, a crypto enthusiast who is very bullish on the cryptocurrency Dog Elon Mars with the crypto ticker ELON. He believes that investing in Dog Elon Mars is a good opportunity at its current low price and that owning about 100,000 or more Elons is enough to become wealthy in the future. A distant future, of course. Crypto Brown is very confident that those who invest in Dog Elon Mars will be happy with their decision in the long run. Pretty much like what I just said. Crypto Brown is shouting from the rooftops that he believes strongly that Dog Elon Mars is a steal and it is a great investment at its current low price. Although the price of ticker symbol ELON has been going up. So if you add that to your watch list, check it out, see what you think, tell me what you feel. There's no white paper for all you digital asset enthusiasts that are used to seeing the white papers. So, I don't know. Maybe it's not up your alley. Maybe it is, right? Let's keep things going. I had a little bit of light there. Here's a quote from Crypto Brown himself. He said, "You're going to be happy with yourself in the long run." Crypto Brown, end quote. Crypto Brown agrees with his fans who were, sending out messages during his videos, during his live streams, and that's where the 100,000 Elons or more came up, and that's when Crypto Brown agreed that 100,000 Elons alone should be enough to maintain some wealth into the future. Now, let's move on to someone else that Tesla News Tonight is pretty interested in, and it's a curious fellow, Curious Peggy. On the other hand, is bullish on Tesla, the electric vehicle and clean energy company founded by Elon Musk. Peggy considers Tesla to be, quote, the best investment of our lifetime, end quote, and uses charts to support his argument, showing Tesla's impressive performance. Curious Peggy says that Tesla is, quote, the best investment of our lifetime. Peggy shows chart after chart. He's blowing minds, displaying Tesla's flippin' dominance. Randy Kirk now is someone I just started viewing on YouTube. He's a member of the Tesla community, and Randy Kirk is a person who believes that transparency is crucial in building trust. He also trusts Elon Musk and all of Elon's teams because he feels that they are transparent in their operations. Tesla News Tonight shares the same sentiment and also trusts Elon Musk and his teams. Randy Kirk believes that, quote, transparency, end quote, equals, quote, trust, end quote. So transparency equals trust. Randy trusts Musk. Tesla News Tonight believes Elon Musk and his teams for the same reason. Let's hydrate again, right? So I do believe in Elon Musk, all of Elon's teams. I love the missions that each of these companies have, whether it's Tesla, Twitter, SpaceX, Neuralink, the Boring Company, whatever it might be, right? Where was I here? According to an article on The Street, which hopefully I remember to send that link in there. According to an article, we're live. This is a live broadcast. According to an article on The Street, Elon Musk recently stated that the past few months have been hell. Despite the challenges, Elon Musk remains very optimistic and laser focused on the abundancy which will be in the future for Tesla. The article also provides additional context and insight into Elon Musk's recent statements and the current state of Tesla. Now let's get into a little bit more of the Dog on Mars and Tesla debates here. Let's see. Okay, we already went over a little bit of what's going on here with Crypto Brown. We went over Curious Peggy. We went over Randy Kirk. Let's see. And we went over an article from The Street where Elon Musk recently stated that the past few months have been hell. Even despite all the challenges, Musk is remaining optimistic and laser focused on the future of Tesla. I just want to get this, embedded into any of the viewers here. And this article from The Street also provides context into Elon Musk's statements, his insight as far as the current state of Tesla, which I said he's very confident in Tesla. I mean, he's burnt out or burning out, but I don't think he's burnt out quite yet, at least, because he's still doing his thing. He's still putting in his 80 to 120 hours of work per week. I am confident in Tesla's long-term prospects, and I also believe that the company's continued focus on transparency and innovation is really what will drive Tesla's success. Now, Tesla is also a dominant company, especially when it comes to electric vehicle market. And Tesla is still expanding its efforts in clean energy solutions, and that's what makes Tesla a very compelling investment opportunity. One of the other moats that Tesla has, one of Tesla's other startup companies within itself, which I've talked about before. So if you haven't heard that from Tesla News Tonight, check out all that stuff on Tesla News Tonight, because I'm bringing it. I'm always talking about the moats here, there, and everywhere. I'm talking about the bot Optimus, Tesla's humanoid robot, the RNAs. That's a big long-term research and development thing. So that's going to take some time. eVTOLs, which are the electric vehicle takeoff and landing. So basically electric flying vehicles. Yeah, really. But before that, apparently, and I don't know, because it seems like there are some smaller eVTOLs that can get done first, but I think Tesla wants to do commercial size. There's also SpaceX. And when it comes to SpaceX can do some really long-haul commercial flights as well, which will drastically cut travel time. But we'll see where that leads. And Tesla shipping, which is something else that Tesla is involved in. And Elon Musk himself said that Tesla's shipping could be, actual boats on the water, electric, of course. Fully electric boats on the water from sea to shining sea, saving us time, effort, and money, and keeping the environment cleaner as we get meaner. Really, I mean it. I really do. We get meaner because we all have to work harder. This isn't just a one fix all, like a one and all solution type of deal. Elon Musk is inspiring people to work harder, but he can't do all the work himself, and his companies, Elon's teams, can't do all the work themselves either. We all have to take part in that. So let me hydrate a bit, and let me get over to the next paragraph. I also realize that I'm about 10 minutes into this deal. I've covered pretty much most of this article already. Then I want to get some people aboard. I want to get some people into the live chat. I want to get some people into the comment section, and I want to get some people, getting involved in this thing and let me know how they feel about what I'm saying here in this dungeon of a basement, of course. All right, so a little bit more Tesla news tonight after we hydrate. So cheers. Shout out to Rage Hall, the band. Shout out to Jeff Hardy and Impact Wrestling, I guess, and I guess Spike TV as well. Even though Spike, it's something else at this point. I don't know, like Paramount Plus or whatever. It's a little bit more hydration. I need to, keep the throat lubricated pretty much, so I can keep talking on and on and on, because there's a lot to say. It's not just that article from the street. I also want to talk about myself. Tesla News Tonight. As a long-term investor in the ticker symbol TSLA, Tesla stock, I am inspired by the vision and the leadership of Elon Musk and the Tesla team, and all of Elon's teams for that matter. Despite facing challenges in the past few months, as reported in an article on the street, Elon Musk remains steadfast in his commitment to revolutionizing the transportation industry in all shapes and forms, like I just talked about. And he is also determined to create a sustainable future for all of us here on Earth. I am very confident in Tesla's long-term prospects, and I believe that the company's continued focus on transparency and innovation will drive its success. Now, Tesla's dominance in the electric vehicle market and its expanding efforts in clean energy solutions make it a compelling investment opportunity. Yeah, that's another thing right there. Billions and billions of dollars. Not millions, billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. Yeah, that's right. Elon's unwavering determination and passion for making a positive impact on the world are a source of inspiration for me as a Tesla investor. I am confident that under his leadership, Tesla will continue to push boundaries of what is possible and drive positive change for years to come into our future for all of humanity. Now, more on the recent article. Elon Musk, the techno king of Tesla, recently stated in an article on the street that the past few months have been very difficult. Now, despite these challenges, Elon Musk remains highly optimistic about Tesla's future and is very confident in continuing the company's mission of revolutionizing the transportation industry and creating a sustainable future. A sustainable future in many ways. First, energy. And also the fact that if we have a cleaner environment, if we have a cleaner atmosphere, that will be better for the planet. It will be better for all the people on it, all the animals on it, all the plant life on it. Food should be cleaner. The air should be cleaner. There should be pretty much less cancer overall, right? And that article from the street provided a lot of insight. I won't actually say a little bit of insight into Musk's recent statements and his current beliefs on his company, Tesla. I'm going to go on to the next one because I have a bunch here that I've been doing. So maybe you're going to get a jump here if you join me live. You might get the jump on all these people. I think I just clicked right back into the same article. Yes, of course I did. So I'm going to get into another one. Hey, let's hydrate while we wait, right? Now I got one here. Now this is looking very much the same. Yeah, so I pretty much, that was just like a different edited version of that article. But since I'm doing it with you live, I gave you some of my added comments and whatnot. What I put on my Substack, so check out Tesla News Tonight on Substack. What I put up there is going to be different. Hopefully it's a good read for y'all. We'll see how it goes. What are we getting on here? I think this is going to be something about robots here. Yeah. Let's get sentient. The use of robots and automation technologies in the workforce has been a topic of discussion for many years, with some envisioning a future where robots play a dominant role in the labor market. And that could be a good one, right? However, there are several compelling arguments against a robot majority workforce. Let's see where this goes. And let's see also if anyone here wants to do their due diligence and do their research and actually look up the balance of human and robot employees in the workforce. I think that would be a rather hard one to look up, to be honest. I haven't done it myself. What I really wanted to do is wait for Optimus, the Tesla humanoid robots, to start getting produced. And I literally wanted to compare that to the birth rate, at least in the local area. if not the country, the local country, where Tesla will be making the humanoid robots. We don't know that yet as Tesla investors. It would be something nice to know. With the factory that was just set up in Mexico, well, that's possible, right? I don't think so. I don't think Tesla's anywhere real confident enough, close enough to set up a factory for just that. Of course, maybe there will be sections set up for such a thing because the robots are going to be working in these Tesla factories first. And you would probably want an Optimus in Mexico because you're going to have employees that speak a different language. You're going to expose the robot to different languages, and that should be good for the robots as far as their intelligence, their general learning and their general capabilities into the future. And then if you compare what an Optimus is, if you look at Optimus as what it is now as a product that's going to be in your home, like say you had one, pretty much like hypothetically you're looking at it that way, and then you compare it to a Tesla vehicle, the cars, which is just a robot on wheels, really, you would think, okay, so here's this thing. We know about the, what do they call it? The recalls, right? The recalls. So, recalls. So they really just over-the-air updates, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to do the same thing with the robot. So let's not even change the name of Recall. Let's just, honestly, if there's anyone that doesn't understand what's going on with this company, well then, hey, that's just what it's going to be, right? If you don't get it, if you don't know, maybe you won't know, but at some point we'll all be able to say, now you know. Hydration. What I was getting at with that is, now hypothetically you have this Optimus. An over-the-air update means that your robot's going to get better. It means that your robot's going to learn something. A lot of the Tesla community is saying that Tesla should really kind of like take their ball and run with it, so to speak. Oh no, there's always something, isn't there? I'm still alive? Cool. Did that disconnect? I don't know what just happened there. I took a phone call. We're live, right? I had to take that phone call. It was important. It was work related. Oh man, Tesla News Tonight here, live broadcast, talking about Tesla's Optimus robot and Roptimus, robots overall. Roptimus? He wasn't in the last movie, according to the quartering. Shout out to the quartering. Not like he needs that. He'd probably want you to like buy his coffee or something. But I'm just joking. I could go for some. First, a robot majority workforce could lead to significant job losses for human beings. While robots can be more efficient and productive than humans in certain tasks, they also displace human workers, reducing demand for labor. Do they displace, replace, remove? I think what ends up happening is people end up getting different jobs because of things like this. It has to happen anyway. These are, I don't know, hedges, bottlenecks, whatever you want to call them. But things come to a head. At some point, things have to change. Things have to evolve and grow, get better. Well, when I say grow, a lot of things may in technology get smaller, actually. So that's something maybe to consider, perhaps. This could result in high levels of unemployment, at least for the short term. I don't think in the long term, the robots will lead to long-term unemployment. Of course, the U.S. government might say something like, you know what, Andrew Yang was right. We need that basic universal income. I'm not saying Andrew Yang's the only one that ever said that. But, maybe now we need that basic universal income. We're going to have people, laying on their couches all day at home, and you're not going to work all week, this, that, and the other. They're not even going to start a YouTube channel themselves. My goodness, come on. What's going on with y'all? Well, yeah, I'm just joking about that. We don't know if it's really going to lead to unemployment, but if it did, it would perhaps be particularly problematic in developing countries where jobs are already scarce. Yes. So okay, that of course would be the case. Yeah, I mean if we're going to somewhere like Bolivia or something like that, or if we're in India and that entire workforce, or Sri Lanka and that entire workforce, the agriculture workforce is getting shoved out, then maybe that'll actually help them because the agriculture was their last major issue. But I'm just trying to lay the foundation. I mean, we really don't know what these wedges, what these bottlenecks lead to when it comes to the future. We look out for each other. We hope and pray really that our governments look out for us, we the people. But we have to fight for ourselves. We have to fend for ourselves. We have to employ ourselves, if not look for employment ourselves. So that's something. Second, robots may not be capable of performing certain tasks that require human intelligence, creativity, or emotional intelligence. For example, tasks that involve complex problem solving, empathy, and interpersonal skills are difficult for robots to perform. As a result, some jobs and industries may remain off limits to robots, leaving humans with few employment opportunities. Well, I think these are the hedges and the bottlenecks, perhaps, right? It seems like what I wanted to do is kind of get a negative sort of take on the future in robotics and employment, and that's what I'm getting here. What I did is I focused on all the negative things, and I'm kind of pushing back on my most negative thoughts, and I'm giving you the positive side of it. And what I really believe is what I'm telling you now with my voice. It's how I actually believe, and I'm a positive person. And if you look at the past, as grim, as bleak, as dark, as dangerous, and deadly even as the history of humanity has been, we've always overcome, we've always strived forward and continued on and gotten better and stronger and bigger, even if bigger meant smaller, so to speak. So that's just how it is. I just got a notification from YouTube, and I just swiped that thing away because we're live. This is a live Tesla News Tonight broadcast. You're here with me. Thanks for joining, and thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And I really am going to push on you the Tesla News Tonight Substack channel because you should subscribe. You should definitely read the articles that I have in there, and I have many articles to come, and I'm reading one of them right now. So this is how we're doing it. This is going to be some good stuff going forward. And I gave you examples of the kind of things that could, take human intelligence, creativity, and emotional intelligence that a robot may not have. So certain problem solving or tasks that involve empathy or interpersonal relationship skills, those might not be things that a robot can really take part in the employment industry of any kind, or employment at all. But in the future, I'm sure that the robots can learn these things. They can basically learn how to deal with people, and you know what, not for nothing, maybe it would be better off if we have like robots getting shot up than teachers or something like that. But I'm just saying, as a result, some jobs and industries may remain off limits to robots. That's basically what this, what the negative side of what I'm thinking is saying here. And that would leave human beings with very few employment opportunities. And I don't think that's true. I don't think that's the case. I think that is the case in the short to short medium term. But that whole short to short medium term is when those people will be desperate. Those people will look for any job they can. Those people will add one, if not two, if not three jobs in place of that job. And that is, in fact, if they were getting paid big bucks. Now, Tesla recently was firing the labelers. Labelers are getting paid big bucks for doing what? Telling you that this thing here above me is like a nozzle or something like that, and this thing here is a pipe. You know what I mean? So and this thing here, that's wood. This is wood architecture. This is a human face. This is a shirt. This shirt says Rachel. You know what I mean? So labeling is something that, yeah, sure, I'd love to do it. Yeah, sure, it's a repetitive, boring job, not very dangerous. Except for maybe dangerous on your sanity, because I had jobs like that before where you're doing the same thing over and over again. In fact, most of my jobs have been just that, doing the same things over and over again. But of course, I've always dealt with people, so that's been the biggest edge case, right? In every moment of my working life, the edge case has always been presented by a human being. It's never been a robot. Yeah, maybe I have to wait a little bit for a computer to load, but it's kind of predictable. It's, you can set a timer to it, and you also know how consistent and reliable a computer or any other kind of like robot or artificial general or artificial intelligence will be. So you can rely on that kind of stuff, unlike a human where you see this person coming your way and it's maybe a customer if you've done retail or anything like that, or a public service kind of job, and you see that person coming your way. You have to deal with that person, and you don't know that person. That person is a stranger to you. You don't know what they will do, what they will be like, and there is no on-off switch like a robot. So when it comes to that, they could try to take our jobs, but really it's going to be the person behind the robot that does that. And I think when it comes to the leader in the humanoid robotics field, Tesla is dominant already, even though they basically only started. Yeah, you don't have Optimus doing backflips, but it's also not, you know what, there's a difference, right? As a pro wrestling fan, we know the difference between what's real and what is not quite real. And we know that our wrestling is real. We know it's real because anything is possible, because you have that human function factor. And if it was a robot, hey, you could dictate every single move. That's true choreography. So, yeah. Shout out to Boston Dynamics there. Yeah, with the back flipping and the forward rolling and the gun shooting robots. I don't really know what we're going to get out of that, but I have a few more topics to hit just on this. So here's the third. A robot majority workforce could exacerbate income inequality, which of course would lead to that basic, universal basic income that I was talking about, whether it would be XRP, aka Ripple, dealing with the World Economic Forum, or whether it is a central bank digital currency established by, say, the American or the English governments. They could establish those as well and kind of force them onto the people, we the people. In many cases, robots are owned by corporations, which of course is going to be the case with any competent humanoid robots going forward. So robots that are owned by these corporations and other large entities are going to use their efficiency and low cost to maximize profits. And why wouldn't they? This could result in a very significant amount of wealth being concentrated into the hands of few individuals. And this is kind of what I was talking about when I was talking about the dominant leader in true AGI humanoid robots and robotics, Tesla, the beast, the behemoth, as I always call them. So that would exacerbate income inequality, and it would reduce social mobility. So if you don't have the means, then you can't go anywhere, right? I mean, you want to go on a trip to Spain, you can't do that if you don't have the funds to hop on that plane, wait all that time, get there, and do your thing. Fourth, robots may not be able to contribute to the economy in the same way as humans. I want to jump in on that negative thought because I really have been thinking of this. You can watch the Bicentennial Man movie with Robin Williams, or what I would probably suggest, just read the book, or they're like different versions, because one version that I read was different than the audiobook version I listened to, so I was actually pretty happy about that, and it gave me a slightly broader amount of what I was able to conceive and what I was able to comprehend. So that was pretty cool. So you could definitely look for that. Robots do not pay taxes. Okay. Robots do not purchase goods and services. Okay. At least not yet. I mean, they haven't, right? I mean, maybe somewhere in Japan there was a robot that that goes grocery shopping for its owner. I don't see what's wrong with that. Are there any laws being broken? right? I mean, as long as the robot pays for all of the items in the cart, we're good to go. And as long as there isn't anyone stupid enough to try to assault a product, but then again, we see that when it comes to, if you just watch, what is it, Wham Bam Tesla Cam, you see those mongoloids going after those Teslas, and they're keying them, or, trying to like knee them or elbow it or punch it or whatever. They're having a good old time doing some dastardly deeds, right? Indeed. So I'm going to just go over it again, that robots may not be able to contribute to the economy in the same way as humans, but I think they definitely could, especially in a place like the United States of America, where this is a totally consumer-driven economy. Is that even a good thing? Do we need that much debt? Especially when people in America are paying for things with money they don't have, or money they don't have yet? Do the math, people. Robots don't pay taxes, they don't purchase goods and services, and robots do not participate in the economy the same way that humans do. Well, sure, that means that they're not going to need, plumbing. They don't need to drink water. They don't need to eat food, and they don't need, bathroom stuff. They don't need to, take showers or wash their hands, wash their faces, and they don't need to. Well, you know what? Actually, they should probably be cleaning themselves, right? If not, the owner should be cleaning them. So they should be clean, of course, but it will be different than what human beings will purchase, what they will acquire, and what they'll hang on to. So all these things could lead to a reduction in economy or economic growth, but I don't agree with that necessarily. If it does, though, it could also lead to a decline in the standard of living for many people. So this, of course, we're going to, robots rule the world, humans live in dystopia. Is that the case? I don't necessarily think so. I don't really think so at all. I think it's more the intelligence. How much intelligence do the robots have? How much general intelligence do the robots have in contrast to the humans? And, how hardworking are the robots in contrast to the humans? Well, I think the humans will win that battle. However, there are so many edge cases where humans will dominate robots. It'll take a while for that gap to be clear. And then you basically go to that Boston Dynamics robot, and you think of an artificial, generally intelligent robot, like that has some of those, for lack of a better term, physical capabilities, right? And you think, wow, well, if the robot can, take me down with the high cross body, go back up top, hit me with the moonsault, cover me for the 1, 2, 3, then that thing knows what it's doing. It knows how to win a pro wrestling match. If it knows how to win a pro wrestling match, it could pretty much do anything. It could buy my groceries for dang sure. Finally, a robot majority workforce could pose significant ethical and moral questions, which we all know. We all think about that. We all think about paying robots. I think robots should be paid, even if we put them in that ship and we ship them somewhere. And even if those robots are, laid out on their backs on that ship, and the image of such a thing, the diagram drawn out of such a thing, is a horrible reminder of slavery. At least we can correct it. We can maybe somehow pay the robots. But I also think that the owners of the robots should have at least some kind of say, at least some kind of control, perhaps, of what they do with their funds, or at least have the ability to suggest what the robot decides to do with the funds. Yes, of course it's going to be a very confusing future, but I'm thinking of something 15, 20 years out into the future, perhaps. Yeah, sure, Optimus might be in homes as early as 2025, right? So we might need to start thinking about this. And this is what Elon Musk talks about. He says, when it comes to government regulation, we need to be ahead of artificial intelligence. The government needs to be ahead of artificial general intelligence. And they need to make all these rules, laws, regulations, that way we need to be on a bit of a straighter, a bit of a more narrow path. And of course, things like that will lead to wedges and bottlenecks coming even more soon. But that's good because then we get to them, we take care of them, we correct any issues, and we move on. We progress forward in a better, more positive way that has at least been agreed upon by the human beings, whether we're right or wrong. So here's an example of ethical or moral questions that may arise. So let me ask, what happens to the millions of workers who are displaced by robots? Who is responsible for their well-being and their livelihoods? What happens if robots cause harm? Or let's say a robot makes a decision that could result in the harm of a human being or human beings all at once. These are complex and important questions with which we need to ask ourselves and each other and those that are leading in humanoid robotics. They are the ones that need to address these issues, and they need to consider these issues as we move into a future of work and the role of robots in the workforce. We are live. This is a live broadcast, people. Hydration time came so good. While robots have the potential to bring significant benefits to the workforce, there are also many compelling arguments against a robot majority workforce. To ensure that the benefits of robots and automation technologies are widely shared, it is vital to consider the potential consequences of a robot majority workforce and to pursue policies that promote a more equitable and sustainable future of work. The use of automation and robotics in the workforce has the potential to bring significant benefits to society and the economy. So here are several key arguments in favor of incorporating a new age of automation and robotics into our workforce. Robots and humans working together. If you haven't seen the Tesla YouTube video that they put out on February 14th, Valentine's Day, you might find it funny, you might find it interesting, you might find it terrifying. Let Tesla News Tonight know what you think. But check it out first if you haven't already. Check it out again if you have, so that you can have a bit of a clearer conscience, a bit of a clearer mindset when you give me your questions, comments, love, hate, whatever it is. Whatever statements or whatever you have to say. I look forward to it. So, now, robots and automation technologies can increase efficiency and productivity in the workforce. Robots can perform tasks faster, more accurately, and more consistently than human beings, which will free up human workers to focus on higher value activities. That's a key right there. Those higher value activities, those higher paying jobs are what people want, don't we? The robots will cause all that. What's causing all this? The robots. And why is that a good thing? Because they will work from the bottom up. And that will make the cream rise to the top. The good employees that stay with the companies they're employed with are going to get better jobs, better paying jobs, the jobs that they get paid more for, that they actually deserve to get paid more for, because what they're doing is more and more and more important than what they were doing before. And it's all because of the robots, all because of the humanoid robots, the robot technology, the automation, and the fact that they will, of course, be able to do those tasks faster, more accurately, and more consistently than human beings. It'll free up human workers for the focus on higher value activities. And that's going to be good for the companies as well. This can lead to improved product quality, which will reduce production costs for the companies that partake, and it will increase the competitiveness for these businesses, because it won't just be one business doing it, there will be many. But now you have a leader in humanoid robot technology with artificial general intelligence, so good luck catching up. Second, Robots and automation technologies can enhance safety in the workplace. Many tasks that are dangerous or difficult for humans to perform, such as working in hazardous environments or performing repetitive tasks, can be safely carried out by robots. Sounds a lot like what Elon Musk has said. How could it not? He is the one that is really at the forefront of this automation technology. Now, this can reduce workplace accidents, injuries, and illnesses, which would improve the working conditions for all of the human being employees at any of these companies that partake. Third, robots and automation technologies can help address labor shortages and demographic challenges. As the population ages and the workforce shrinks, robots and automation technologies can help fill the gaps and maintain economic growth. This is particularly important in industries such as manufacturing and agriculture. I mean, we've seen it. We've seen the robot farmers. If you've watched the Tesla Valentine's Day video, you know that the robots are real. They're working. They have names. They have personalities apparently too. But that was actually that was actually part of the joke. But it is particularly important in industries such as manufacturing and agriculture, where labor shortages are already becoming a problem. We know about all that. If you don't, hey, we could look it up. Look up labor shortages in manufacturing. Look up labor shortages in agriculture and how automation and robotics can help there. But also, you always have to think of the intelligence. The intelligence, whether it's just AI or AGI, is what really that's the automation. That's what's causing the automation in the robots. That's the spark in the brain that makes them go do the thing correctly. Robots and automation technologies can provide new and improved goods and services. So here's an example. The development of new and advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence and machine learning has led to the creation of new and innovative products and services such as self-driving cars, virtual assistants, and personalized medicine. Wow. Here's one last point I have to make. Robots and automation technologies can also help reduce poverty and improve economic opportunities. So, on one hand, you could say that the robots can destroy us all economically. It can leave human beings in a world of dystopia, displeasure, dissatisfaction, and dishevelment. But by improving productivity and reducing costs, robots and automation technologies can actually help spur economic growth. It'll also help create some new jobs for people, and it could improve the living standards for which people around the world live. This is particularly true in developing countries where the adaptation of robots and automation technologies can help to improve economic opportunities and also reduce poverty levels. We see that all over, even throughout the United States, where people are moving out. Populations are going low. Businesses cannot thrive because they don't have the population, which of course means that they're not going to have the economic benefits, to proceed. So in conclusion, and there's going to be more than just this, the use of automation and robotics in the workforce has the potential to bring significant benefits to society and the economy. So by increasing efficiency, enhancing safety, addressing labor shortages, providing new and improved goods and services, and reducing poverty, new age automation and robotics can definitely help to create a better future for all of us. So now we have a few articles here, and what I want to do is I just want to kind of summarize real quickly, because what I plan on doing is I plan on actually adding all of these into the description, if not the description, the comments. So check them both. They might be in both, so I'll try to make sure to get them all out there. So this first article, don't laugh off the Tesla bot, because Elon Musk Optimus is the real deal. The article highlights the potential of the new Tesla robot, which is named Optimus. According to the article, the robot is capable of performing multiple tasks within the company, such as material handling, machine tending, and quality control. The author of the article also argues that Elon Musk's new innovation could change the manufacturing industry, like we talked about before, as robots like Optimus can work 24/7 without breaks, which could increase productivity and efficiency. Not quite 24/7, because of course Optimus still needs to be charged. Excuse me, I need a little bit more hydration here. Now, in the second article is titled Tesla Analyst Explains the Real Value Behind Elon Musk's Optimus Robot. Now, in this article, we provide an analysis of the value behind Elon Musk's new robot. The author argues that the robot has the potential to revolutionize the manufacturing industry, as it can continuously, without breaks, perform a variety of tasks. Again, it will definitely help the manufacturing industry. It does need to take breaks. The article also mentions that the robot could increase efficiency, can reduce labor costs, and it will improve the overall productivity of Tesla, humans and robots working together in harmony. Now, the third article is titled, For Better or Worse, Tesla Bot is Exactly What We Expected. The author of this article provided a critical review of the new Tesla robot, Optimus. Now, in this one, the author argues that while the robot has the potential to revolutionize the manufacturing industry, it is also a sign of the increasing automation robotics trend, which is prevalent in the workforce. And that could lead to job loss and unemployment. So here we go. The dystopian take, right? The author also mentions that the integration of robots like Optimus could result in the replacement of human workers, which could have negative consequences for society. But you have to keep in mind that automation and robotics are everywhere. It has improved and continued, and it keeps going, keeps getting better. They're more and more prevalent in the workforce as we go. So it's not like they haven't been here before. Optimus isn't the first robot. It's just the first AGI humanoid robot, and it has only started. So Tesla is not going to be blamed for anything that has happened in the workforce because of robots up to this point. In fact, I don't even think that the workforce has truly suffered that badly because of these things, because of the automation, because of the AI, the AGI, or even the Tesla humanoid robot at this point. It's a baby. It's still learning. And then what do we have here? We have one more article I went over titled Everything We Know About Optimus, the Tesla Robot. Now, this article provided a comprehensive overview of the new Tesla robot. In this one, the author mentions that the robot was developed by Elon Musk with the aim of revolutionizing the manufacturing industry. This robot was not made by Elon Musk alone, but of course made by one of Elon's teams, if not Elon's teams plus part of Tesla, the Tesla company. Elon Musk owns Tesla, but Elon Musk is not sitting or standing up in a garage like Rick from Rick and Morty making these things, all on his own at least. But the author argues that the robot has the potential to increase efficiency, reduce labor costs, and improve the overall productivity of Tesla. The article also mentions that the robot could lead to job loss and unemployment, so a little bit more dystopian take here. Robots like Optimus could replace human workers, and they do, and then humans come back, probably in multitudes. In conclusion, the articles, and this is not the last conclusion, but the four articles that I provided with both positive and negative perspectives on the integration of robots like the Tesla robot, Optimus, in the workforce. While some argue that robots like Optimus could actually increase the efficiency, reduce the labor costs, and improve the overall productivity in the companies that use them, there are others, of course, that believe that robots like Optimus could lead to job loss and unemployment. I think that Optimus is going to be in the homes of the rich at first, just kind of like the cars, so that Tesla can have the highest revenue margins, meaning they can make the most money per bot sold and basically eat the rich. Shout out to Aerosmith. Take the money from the rich and use their funds to eventually safely, business-wise, safely reduce the prices so that others can have it. You already have a Tesla bot with all your money. Bravo, good for you. And now the price is way, way, way down, and even someone like me can buy it. Something like that. So, maybe sort of the same economic scale as the vehicle robot, aka Teslas, aka Tesla cars. And they're all electric vehicles. So this highlights the ongoing debate about the impact of automation and robotics in the workforce, and the need for careful consideration and planning for the integration of robots in the workforce, which is what I talked about: humans and robots working together in harmony, getting things done more efficiently, quickly than ever before, reducing the cost, which means that money can not only go to reducing prices of products, but it can go into paying employees more money. Just look up what Tesla employees get paid to do, and look up that of Ford or VW, and on and on and on, GM as well. So Tesla, maybe Tesla, could be Tesla. I think Tesla is leading the way. But let's get a little dystopian here at the end. And I'm going to leave you all with this. So, before I do, this is Tesla News Tonight. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Again, I'm going to push the Tesla News Tonight Substack one last time on this live video here. And before I read a little bit of poetry on the potential dystopia of an artificial, generally intelligent humanoid robot future, I'm going to say peace, love, prosperity to you all. The rise of automation and robotics, bringing efficiency and profits to the masses. But at what cost, do we dare to ask, as human jobs fade and robots bask? The future unknown with bots in control. Will we be left with empty roles? Unemployed, with no place to go, as robots replace our work and our soul. Our fate uncertain as robots advance, leaving us to ponder our future stance. Will we embrace the change or fight to protect our jobs and our future's light? Only time will tell the path we'll take, whether we'll embrace or robots will break. Our spirit, our lives, and our soul, leaving us to ponder, was it all worth the toll? This is Tesla News Tonight. Later. That was a pretty good one, right? Went live, did all that. That was pretty good, I have to say. Are you sure you want to start streaming? Okay, I want